Unlike endocannabinoids, which are produced naturally inside the bodies of mammals, phytocannabinoids like THC and CBD are produced naturally by the cannabis plant. These are known as phytocannabinoids. They're plant-derived cannabinoids that have the capability of interacting with the body's cannabinoid receptors. And while historically humans have focused on just THC and CBD while doing research, the cannabis plant has more to offer than many people ever realized. There are over 500 different molecules that can be found in the cannabis plant. They range from chlorophyll, the green stuff, to cannabinoids, the good stuff. Cannabis plants produce cannabinoids in their trichomes. These are resinous glandular heads that protrude off the plant to protect it from environmental hazards like pests and also harsh weather conditions like tough UV rays. In recent years, studies have shown that when phytocannabinoids are extracted from the cannabis plant and consumed, they interact with our body's endocannabinoid system. They produce a variety of psychotropic effects, like a high, but also therapeutic effects like pain relief, anti-inflammatory effects, and anti-anxiety effects. Before we get into the different phytocannabinoids and their potential therapeutic properties, let's dive in a little bit deeper into the chemical process that produces these effects. Cannabinoids, they're produced through a process known as biosynthesis in the plant, where the plant uses enzymes in a series of chemical reactions to create complex molecules out of simpler ones. All of the cannabinoids are produced in the cannabis plant as cannabinoid acids. And the cannabinoid acids can be decarboxylated by either being exposed to heat, light, or pH. Cannabinoid acids within the plant are denoted by an A, like CBGA, THCA, or CBDA. If you consume them, they won't produce a high, and it's oftentimes called raw cannabis at that point. If you were to walk up to a cannabis plant, pull off the bud, and chomp on it, you're not gonna feel the same intoxicating effects if you were to take that same bud, roll it into a fatty, or throw it in the oven and bake it into an edible. It just doesn't work that way. Unheated leaves and buds can certainly still be added to smoothies or salads as nutrients without producing any intoxicating effects, but still delivering on the anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. As cannabis dries and ages, cannabinoid acids can actually slowly decarboxylate on their own from THCA into THC. This conversion process is known as decarboxylation, and it's critical to the psychoactive effects of THC. Decarboxylation process can also be sped up with heat. This is why cannabis is introduced to fire when smoking, high heats when vaporizing, and also put in the oven to decarboxylate before being used to make edibles or other infusions. If cannabis is not decarboxylated, there'll still be cannabinoid acids in the final product that's made, and the user can consume that, get many of the benefits, but experience much less psychoactivity. The degradation of cannabinoids doesn't stop with THC though. THC and other cannabinoids can be metabolized and broken down into other cannabinoids by way of oxidation, exposure to oxygen, and high heat. When THC is heated to high enough temperatures, it can actually convert into another cannabinoid known as CBN, cannabinol. This degradation product is produced in small amounts in every joint that you've smoked or every bong rip that you've taken, and it may also be present in cannabis that is old or wasn't stored properly. Now that you've learned the chemical process of how cannabinoids are produced and how they work, our next lesson will cover the most common cannabinoids and their properties.